channel. Please, if you are just viewing this video, please do well to subscribe to this channel and like. So yeah, my watch lists, I'm just going to analyze gold, but then let's look at some of the previous price actions and some of the happenings. So yeah, we could see that this week we have been seeing series of sells on gold, right? Although there have been some retracements on gold. The last video I made, I highlighted this fair value gap, that this is an area of interest. But though the market did not do what? The market did not, at that time, the market did not break structure, right? So yeah, I later took this trade because I saw one of my entry, right? Though the market already touched the 50% of this fair value gap. Now I looked for an entry at the lower time frame, right? Now I closed at, I think, 2.5 hour. Thereafter I saw another entry. Just take a look at my entries at just take a look at my entry on gold. You'll see I've been using the 50% of um this fair of the fair value gap, and also I mark them basically from the higher time frame. Now when I see when I see a breaker, a breaker is just like a failed order block, right? When I see a breaker coupled with what? Coupled with a fair value gap, it is of higher probability. It has high probability, right? Now this is a breaker coupled with the fair value gap, right? Now what did I do here? I used the 50% as my entry. This was another block entry. Now the market got to an area of value. This area was, let us go to the daily. I'm just trying to um bring out something, right? Now this area I got to, market got to this area, and there was a fair value gap, though there was a reaction at the lower time frame, which caused something like a pullback, right? It caused something like a pullback. Then I was thinking, okay, will the market start its buy from this area? Now we are seeing something like a break of structure, but it has not yet been confirmed that it has not yet been confirmed that it is it is a buy, because it still has to give us something like this after it create this higher high, give us another higher low here, and it will have to break this higher high, so it will give us, so we will know that it's a confirmed buy trend. But he didn't give us this. Now what did he do here? Though I took a buy and I took a loss here, right? Now what did he do here? The market tapped into this other block, unmitigated zone here, right? Making use of this one, making using this one as what? As an inducement, swept this liquidity here and tapped into this unmitigated zone. Now for the continuation, right, it printed a fair value gap here, right? You can see an overlapping 1 2 3. Now it printed this fair value gap here. I made a mistake with my entry. On a normal day I used the 50%, so I covered the whole fair value gap, and the market still did what? Covered everything, and swept my after I swept my entry, it's continued selling. Now where has it got into? It has got into the the market is at a very, very strong zone right here. Now look at this fair value gap here. Look at this fair value gap here. Right now, it has even crossed the 50% of it. The market has crossed the 50% of it. Right now, what are we looking forward to? Some people can even start buying at this moment, but I still I'm not convinced at buying at this moment. Why? Because though we've touched this area, I think we've touched this area, right? So there are still some rooms to cover for sale. So two things might happen. You might just look for a what a lower time frame entry for the buy to this area, but we have an unmitigated zone here. Let's take a look at this breaker and this fair value gap. We'll see that it is unmitigated and it still needs to be filled. And in order for it to be filled, it might still come back again and do something like this. Might still be seeing something like this. The market coming back to this area, tapping into um this this fair value gap, or filling the fair value gap using the 50% of it, and also tapping into this breaker and doing something like this and coming down, right? And coming down to do what? Whether to tap into a fair value gap or this low, sweep this low. That's if it wants to continue it by sweep this low, then we'll be looking for sweep this low, then we'll be looking for something like this in our lower time frame. We'll be looking for something like this, right? We're looking for something like this. Maybe we'll see a fair value gap around this area, and then we'll be entering for buy. So this will make it a very balanced structure, right? So yeah, and if possible something happens, something inverse happened, right? We have another thing that might happen. If we get a break over this high, if we get a break over this high, right, an impulsive break over this high, that means the buy trend will be confirmed. So if we see something like this, probably if we see something like this, right, an impulsive break over this high, so this is an area of invalidation when broken, right? So if I see an impulsive break, I'll be waiting for something like this, maybe a fair value gap around this area. I'll be using the 50% of it, then I'll enter for the buy. Anyone that happens will go with it. But at this moment, I'm looking forward to still having um short sale, right? So yeah, this is my entry for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, like and comment, and tell me what you think about this setup and this video. I remain Johnson.